Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Global Heartstream meditation. A big shout out to Michelina in London, Isabel out in California, Cindy's Heart, Sonia Ruiz in Niagara Falls. Sonia, this is a double whammy for you. Hello, Irish, and everybody else is making their way into our heart space today, our space dedicated to the heart. And speaking of heart space, I just saw a message here from Isabel, who was sharing that she's feeling really good and excited about the upcoming Wellness Heart Space Retreat. When is this happening? I'd love to know more about it. Isabel is one of the graduates and a member of the Heart Leader community. And she's got some really big vision for the work that she feels called to do in this world. So definitely share a link with us. I'd be more than happy to give a shout out to your project, your coming retreat. Hello to Bradley, our brother, who is pure loving awareness. Isn't that right? He says, hello, deep heart ones. Much love from Santa Cruz Mountains. It feels here in Granada. We've had rain for the past 2 weeks. It's been raining every day, and it's gotten quite cold. I was speaking to my friend Joe yesterday, and he was telling me that he lives here in Granada, and he was telling me that he was just speaking with a friend back at home, and he was like, it's 12 degrees. No, sorry. It's 8 degrees in Granada and it's 14 degrees out in London where he is. It's like, what is going on? This should not be happening. Hello, Oduyano from Nigeria. Wow. Thank you so much for being here. All right, everybody. How's your week going? How are you feeling? Take a moment to tune in into your physical body and your emotional body, and then just do a quick scan as you take a deep breath and give yourself permission to just land into this present moment. Asking yourself a simple yet fundamental, how am I? And then just observing the sensations of the body, the thoughts that are moving through your awareness. We're so accustomed to, when we meet each other, hey, what do you do? Or what do you think? But imagine going to a party, instead of saying, what do? You ask, who are you? I've actually done that. And it will lead to really amazing places. It almost seems like the kind of thing you could only ask at a custom party or something like that. We seem to be more interested with what we do or what we have, but not really who we are and who we are being at any given moment. So the invitation today is just really to go beyond your thoughts and your experience that lead you to think I'm this, I'm that, and actually just connect with the infinite vast space, the ocean of devotion, as Reverend Michael Beckwith calls it, that lives within you. And the entry point is the heart, the connecting point to the infinitely loving heart of God. Welcome, Kelly Billings. Thank you so much for being with us today. She says, I'm tired of U.S. politics. I think U.S. politics is tired of U.S. politics. Well, don't worry. We're not going to be talking about politics. We're not going to be talking about the economy either. We're not going to be talking about the world, because we are embracing a very fundamental teaching in both Buddhism and then also in Christianity, well, in all the major traditions, that though suffering is an unavoidable part of the journey, what creates is our attachment to it. Therefore, Jesus taught to wear the world as a light garment, to understand that we're here just passing through, and that the nature of the world is one of temporarily. Everything is just happening temporarily. The truth, ever since I can remember, when I remember asking my father, who lived through First World War, my father was born in 1910, and then obviously Second World War, and the Great Depression, and then obviously moving to South America and living in Venezuela the last 30 years of his life. He would always say to me, son, no one can fix this world. It's been like this from the very beginning. And so don't try to save it. Don't try to fix it. Because ultimately, the world does not need fixing. It's not meant to be perfect. The world is a school, is a karmic school. We're here for primarily two reasons. We're here, one, for the evolution of our individual consciousness, and then two, to accumulate karmic merit, which basically means to pay off karmic debt from actions that we took or did not take in past lives, that need correction, that created a ripple effect in this coherent universe. And then also through positive actions or service, through the process of compassion and forgiveness, release and surrender, a lot of those things that that have become part of what Elizabeth Clare Prophet calls our karmic penance, right? Our karmic penance, which is basically the debt that we have incurred. Welcome, Ellen. She says, greetings from the U.S., New York City area, where we are enduring challenging times. Yes, we are. All right, well, we're going to go to the place that will allow us to ride the waves of challenges, the roller coaster of life, and ups and downs. And in essence, allow us to release, let go, and surrender our attachment to the world by moving into the place of non-duality, non-attachment, which is the heart. I have this philosophy, this idea. I learned this from a South African Sangoma. Sangoma is a traditional medicine healer in South Africa, who said to me, Gabriel, if you look at a brain, the brain has right side, left side, and literally, if you've ever held a human brain in your hands, it actually splits in half. It's not joined. It separates. The heart, on the other hand, though it has its own inner divisions, which it needs it because it's working with different types of blood that's coming from different parts of the body. It is, however, it is in unity. It is one organ, and it works in unity. And so this friend of mine, his name is Rod Susskind, by the way. Some of you guys here, if you're from South Africa, you may know him. You say to me, the brain is the organ of duality. So you're either good enough or not enough. Not enough, yes enough, good enough, not good enough. He says, but when it comes to the dimension of the heart, it's non-dual. There's only one vibration held, and is, you are enough. This moment is enough. This moment is enough. And so the invitation that I'm extending to you guys, speaking as somebody who has, for the past 3 weeks, have not had a cell phone, and that's a topic for a different conversation. But in a world where we're constantly being distracted from this moment experience to think about the future or what's happening somewhere else around the world or what somebody said or what somebody shared, and instead bringing your attention to this moment, to right here and right now, and recognizing the perfection of this moment. The moment you start to do that, that moment you begin to really embark in a new dimension or a way of being that literally creates miracles. There's a song by my friend Adrian Friedman that says, "Everything you need." I'm going to try to sing it with the melody. It goes, everything you need is here to receive. All you need are the keys to remember. Everything you need is here to receive. All I need is the courage to surrender. There's this idea that here and right now, when you really bring your awareness to the present moment, everything that you need, even the answers to what you think are your biggest problems, are being provided. But what is required at this specific moment is the courage to surrender and let go of your idea of how things should be, and begin to just welcome what is, and arrive at a place where by surrendering what is, and even your thoughts about how things should be, you arrive at a place of tremendous peace. And this is the place that I'm inviting you to visit or to revisit as we connect with the heart lens of the heart. Welcome, SNJ, breathing therapist. Are you ready to do some breathing? I hope so. All right, so let us begin. Let's move into our heart center awareness. The invitation is now to put away all thoughts, put away all distractions, and for the next few moments, just focusing on the only one reality that really exists. The here and the now is the only place where God lives, where divinity resides. Because ours is a living God. It is present in every one of your heartbeats. It is present in your breath. It only knows one thing, or to do one thing, or to be one thing, which is to be. That's why its name is I Am. Or as the late Dr. Hawkins used to say, his first name is I and the last name is Am. Because at the end of the day, all that's really left is just the I. The I. There's no even a need to say. There's an I that is being. There's just the I, the one. Let us begin. I invite you to close your eyes as you bring one hand over to the middle of the chest. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. And with each exhalation, we're going to use the sound ha, H-A, or in Portuguese, aga, a, H-A, which is the sound that opens the heart chakra. Ready? Take a deep inhale into the heart. Once again, deep inhale into the heart. One last time. Deep inhale into the heart. Let us begin by setting together the collective intention for the next few moments, wear the world as a light garment. Wear our problems, our challenges, our situations that we have over-identified with. What's happening out there in the world, the war, the famine, the fights, everything else, all the conflict. Imagine that you could just take this garment and then just take it off. Letting the world for the next few moments take care of itself, letting all problems take care of themselves for the next few moments. The greater truth is that about 95% of the problems, when left to themselves, they actually do take care of themselves. As you begin to now to direct your breath into the heart, into that space where your hand is, as you begin to breathe nice and slow, nice and deep, and evenly, so that the inhale and the exhale are about the same length. Giving yourself permission to let go of any unnecessary tension that you may be accumulating, especially around the back of the head, the neck, the shoulders. Letting go of any unnecessary tension also in the stomach area. Letting go of tension in the arms and the legs. Relaxing the jaw muscles. Let that jaw drop slightly. Letting the face muscles relax. And as you continue to breathe in and out, imagine as if this light force that is penetrating through the breath is now invading all those areas where there was tension before, where there was tightness. Every breath penetrating every muscle, every cell, and the spaces between the cell. Surrendering the need to control the body, to control the thoughts, control the feelings. Allowing yourself to sit on that chair, or if you're laying down, to lay on that couch or bed in the most effortless way. Now maintaining that connection with your breath, with your heart. Take a moment to think about someone or something that you deeply love, care for, or appreciate. It could be a person that is no longer in this physical reality, perhaps a grandparent figure or somebody. It could even be a baby, or when your child was a baby, or even a puppy or a kitten. But whenever you think about this person or this being, it just puts on a smile on your face, and you soften on the inside as you begin to feel that softening in the heart and in the body. Breathe into that feeling, amplifying that feeling as much as you possibly can. Letting this feeling begin to grow and expand within your heart. A grateful heart holds the key to the kingdom of heaven. Gratitude allows you to appreciate, give value to, and accept. Gratitude paves the way for more things to be grateful for. And so as you feel this energy, this vibration of gratitude and appreciation, imagine that it begins to expand and go out. And it begins to radiate and include every object in your home, your office, your car, wherever you may be right now. Just see it expanding in every direction. And it begins to touch and engulf every person. Imagine that it expands even more so, and it expands to the people that are 100 yards away in the vicinity of where you are. This powerful heart feel that emanates from you going out, creating what HeartMath calls social coherence. Feeling of unity that people experience when they are in a field that is coherent, that is aligned with the energy of gratitude, appreciation, compassion. Now imagine this wave, this vibration that is leaving your heart. Imagine it going out to your family and to your friends, your loved ones, your pets, to your co-workers. No matter how far they are, love travels at the speed of love, which is faster than the speed of light. So let it just go out. Imagine that it goes out even further, and it begins to now touch everyone who is in our heart space here today. Our heart waves radiating out to everyone, to Janet, to Kelly, to S&J breathing therapist, to Helen, to Irish, to Odunayo, to Sonia, to Alejandra, all the way out in Serbia, to Geraldine, Bradley, Michelina, Isabel, Cindy, and everybody else. Even those who are watching the replay, it's going out to them. Because love lives in a dimension where there is no time nor space. That's why it travels faster than light. Feel it. Receive it. And imagine now that it goes out even beyond this circle. And it begins to surround the totality of our planet. Imagine that it goes all the way out to those places where there is conflict and war. Where there's grief and loss. Where there is oppression. And as you continue to focus on being the light that radiates the love out into the world, allow me to speak the following prayer on your behalf. Dear God, our Heavenly Father and Universal Mother, thank you for the gift of this life, of this breath, of this heartbeat. In perfect unity with the heart of everyone who's present here today and speaking on their behalf, I call to the divine light of love to shine it in our hearts and in all those places, those deep, dark places within us that need healing. That anything and everything, conscious or unconscious, that is keeping us from shining the light of love within our hearts, may be right now, this moment, softened, dissolved, and transmuted by the power of thy love and thy grace. That from this moment on, we may fully embrace the truth that we are pure loving awareness in a physical body, with a human ego that has its own limitations, which is programmable and which is by its own nature limited. We ask that the light of love within our hearts may shine so intensely that any blocks that may be keeping us from giving or receiving love may be fully dissolved. That any physical ailments, diseases that we've been experiencing may be also fully healed, transmuted, and dissolved according to thy divine will. May this prayer be also the prayer for all of our brothers and sisters and for all of humanity. And may all glory go to thee, O Heavenly Father and Divine Mother, to your archangels who are your messengers, and to the divine spirit of the great white brotherhood, who are all the saints, teachers, and lamas who continue to support us from the other side of the veil. We give thanks, and we let this be. Amen. For the next few moments, I invite you now to allow yourself to fully surrender into this vast ocean of infinite possibilities that is your own loving awareness. that is your divine essence. Welcoming the healing, welcoming the insights, the wisdom, welcoming anything and everything that wishes to reveal itself to you. You are an infinite being. You are pure loving awareness. You have no beginning and no ending. You are. In the heart of God, you always are. In your own heart, always. I am. Slowly begin your way back now to the physical reality that surrounds us. Setting the intention to bring this greater awareness, this feeling of connection and unity with the infinite vast ocean that is your divine essence into your next meeting, your next encounter, bringing this feeling of peace, of inner sense of harmony, with the awareness that the world exists as a learning ground, as a school of some sort, where we come here to be perfected, just like our Heavenly Father is perfect. Come here to advance our consciousness, our awareness. And we come here also to accumulate karmic merit through providing some kind of a service and the benefit of others to then, to create the conditions that will then, through God's grace, be forgiven for our past mistakes and be able to transmute any layers of negativity that we caused. The world's not meant to be perfect. If it was perfect, then there would be no reason for it to exist. So wear it lightly, the way our masters showed us, by letting go and surrender anything and everything that is keeping you from connecting with the perfection of this moment. The only place where you will really truly find perfection is in this present moment. That's why the connecting with your heart and connecting with your breath regularly can help you arrive at that place. And this is why all our masters and teachers always taught us to close our eyes and bring the awareness inward and to focus on the breath, to focus on the heartbeat. And then using that as an anchor into the timeless dimension of the here and now. That is the power of now. That is the power that lives within you. Welcome back. How are you feeling? Amanda Rubler, welcome. Mags. Bear, she says, no, I missed. Yeah, I think if you guys are here in Europe, you may have not remembered that the US changed their clocks this past weekend. So as a result of that, we started an hour earlier, and it will be like that for pretty much until the end of the month, that we then change back. And so we'll be back to our normal hour. The good news is that the replays are here, so if you missed it, you can always come back or just stay until we wrap up today, and then you'll be able to go back to the very beginning of the video. How are you feeling? what are you taking away from our time together? We just have a few moments left. SNJ says, thank you. You're very welcome. Irish says, thank you, Gabs. That was fabulous and much needed. Blessings, everyone, for the week ahead. Thank you, Irish. Thank you for the blessings and the love. All right. Well, in closing, I want to, just remind you guys that this past Wednesday we began the Heart Mastery Circle. I feel really good and very excited about that. It's an invitation for anyone who comes to these weekly heart streams, but wants a little bit more. You need to have direct access to me. You want to ask me questions. You want to learn other tools, other practices. You want to connect with other people and learn the art of holding space for another person and do that in a very safe environment. Then that's exactly what the circle, the Heart Mastery Circle, is for. Okay. So if you want the information on how to sign up and all that kind of stuff, please visit my website, GabrielGonsalves.com. If you just go to the different ways of working with me, or you go to the upcoming calendar with the classes and workshops and upcoming activities, you'll also find it there. We would love to have you. We're just getting started. It's something I had been wanting to do for quite a while, and it's finally coming together. SNJ, you're going to be in Portugal. Where in Portugal? Because I'm in Spain. I'm still quite far from Portugal. But you could always drive to Spain. If you're in the south, in the Algarve area, it's only 4 hours away from here. But if you're in Lisbon, it's going to be much further. It's about 8 hours, 9 hours ahead. Not ahead, away. There we go. Helen says, filled with gratitude. That was beautiful. Thank you for this community. And Toyu, you're very welcome. Leela says, good afternoon, Gabs and everybody. Leela, you're just joining us now. Monica says, so much peace in my heart. That's wonderful. Nice to know, nice to hear, nice to feel it. Max says, thank you, Gabs. Miraculous. As always, so refreshing. Thank you. You're very welcome. Sonia says, first Heart Circle was amazing and can't wait every Tuesday to keep learning and sharing. Yeah, that's right. Sonia is part of that circle. So thank you so much, Sonia, for the beautiful comment and the shout out to the Heart Mastery Circle. All right, my beautiful friends. As they say in the UK, I'm going to love and leave you. Wherever you are in the world, I wish you a fantastic rest of the week, and reminding you once again of the importance, now more than ever, to stay in your heart. Keep in mind that for every person that is really able to stay in the heart and to come back into that place of unconditional love, you're helping offset the negativity of about 750,000 people in the world. And that, I think, it's the best thing you can do for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, and for this beautiful planet in which we live. We come here to learn how to hold the light of love in our hearts. And that is how you then become the best that you can possibly be for the benefit of the world. All right. Wish you a really beautiful, amazing, wonderful rest of the week. And looking forward to connecting with you again next week, Wednesday, at the same time, on the same channel, with the same Venezuelan accent and attitude. Until then, I send you all of my love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye for now. Thanks again for being here with me. Bye-bye.